quite surprising to see a pure jet aircraft such as the Jet Provost replaced with a propeller-driven trainer, but this one's a little bit different. The Tucano is powered by a PT6 turboprop, which has been arranged to have single lever operation similar to a jet engine. So there's no separate lever for pitch, there's no separate lever for boost. It's very similar in handling to a Viper in the Jet Provost. This aircraft produces performance not dissimilar to the Jet Provost, perhaps a little slower in some areas and without the high level ability, but has still been a very successful trainer to replace the Jet Provost and leading pilots onto the advanced trainer, which is the Hawk, or for those going onto multi-engine aircraft onto the Jetstream. Interesting for me to see that this is a training aircraft but actually bears the markings of 207 Squadron. 207 Squadron was a bomber squadron which distinguished itself during World War II, and on which squadron I was a member back in the 60s when we flew the Vickers Valiant, the 4-engine V-bomber. Here we see a solo demonstration by Short's Tucano of the Royal Air Force. This aircraft replaced the Jet Provost as the RAF's basic trainer. It's a turboprop with single lever operation to simulate a pure gas turbine engine. Most propeller-driven aircraft have a pitch lever and an engine control lever, but this has been integrated on the Tucano to simulate the straight jet engine. Its performance is not quite as fast perhaps as or as high as the Jet Provost, but it's an excellent manoeuvrable airplane, as you can see. Great advantage is it's much more economical to run. When the Jet Provost was designed, fuel cost was not an issue, but the Jet Provost is a very thirsty airplane. Obviously the cost of operating those aircraft was increasing, as was the engineering cost. As the aircraft got near the end of their life, they were using up fatigue life, and so it was decided to go for the Shorts built Tucano. You look at the canopy layout of the Tucano, which has tandem seating. You will see it's not dissimilar to the Hawk, which is the aircraft onto which most Tucano pilots will graduate. The Tucano is also one of the few turboprop aircraft actually fitted with ejection seats, and this aircraft has lightweight Martin Baker ejection seats. And you can see him now pulling up and rocking left to right into a stall turn. Full rudder, keep the power on till the aircraft is coming through 90 degrees of yaw, close the throttle, down she goes. Even that manoeuvre could be done with the Jet Provost, but it was a little bit more difficult to be precise with the rudder because there was no slipstream to retain the rudder effectiveness as the speed fell away. Putting on the bottom of the loop, pulling about 4 Gs there, speed building to around 200 knots. Hesitation upward roll into a pull back to the display line. And a very nice Derry turn. John Derry was a de Havilland test pilot, sadly killed in the crash of the de Havilland 110 at Farnborough in the early 50s. But he invented this turn, which is in fact just a hard turn. Instead of rolling with the pilot on the outside of the roll, he rolled underneath. Looks much more spectacular, not necessarily more effective, but looks better.